And it's boss time. We're up against Flamberg. Or Flamberge. I say Flamberge even though there's no E at the end because that's a thing. 3 Infernos along with it. Alright, so magic lines. Let's have Archie cast Tidal Wave. We'll go for these over here. And Clarth, I know I'm getting hit, but it's not super useful for me to do anything else right now. Undine. Alright. Tidal Wave. Alright, we're going to assume that Clarth can finish the job here, so we'll go for a Tidal Wave on you. Undine! Did not finish the job. Alright, Tidal Wave over here. Archie go for a Tidal Wave on that side. Clarth go for... Let's do Aska over here. Alright, Tidal Wave should finish off the job over there. Sure does. Am I getting my ass handed to me? It's hard to say. I am. Alright, another Tidal Wave. Just keep on going for Tidal Wave here. Yeah, you're not particularly useful here. I don't know. Let's do Volt. We'll try Volt. So many Tidal Waves. I didn't even see how much HP you had. Go Volt! Let's do Maxwell. Tidal Wave. And we're doing a ton of damage to Flamberge. Alright, down you go. It was only a matter of time. Once you get everything else killed, then it's a lot easier. But if you allow them to get moves off, like, you know, explosion, then bad things are going to happen to you. That's just the way that it works. Very well, I deem you worthy to take ownership of my life. Now wield it. The Blade of Flame! It is actually flaming. And we have acquired the Flamberge. With an E this time. What? Something's speaking to me in my head. I sense a strong, strong will. A mighty power lies hidden within you. I suppose you'd like me to draw it out. Feels as if something is rushing into my head. And Kless has learned Chaos Blade. In other versions, it's known as Rending Void. Let's take a look at it. I'm at 24%, by the way. Chaos Blade, it's at 0%. Halt the enemy with an energy barrier and slice them up with an Aura Wave. That sounds really nice, actually. Let's go ahead and put that on instead of Phoenix Sword Ring, which isn't even particularly useful around here anyway. So we're ready to go. That's it. Let's get out of here. Not too difficult of a boss fight if you bring in the party, particularly Archie. If you bring in Archie and use Tidal Wave, then you can take down the Infernos. Otherwise, those things will cast Explosion on you a lot. And, you know, 2 of those in rapid succession is enough to wipe the party if you're not careful. I'm just trying to get closer now. Alright, so let's do... That's actually pretty nice. I do like that. But we made it through. And now we're ready to leave. For the record, I should mention that now's also a good time to take on Odin. But I like tackling him first. Like, the one level's not going to make a huge difference. Just 2 Infernos this time. I need to bring in the rest of the normal party. Because they can cast things. The rest of my random encounter party. Alright, get over there and hit them. Alright, got there in time. As useful as Archie and Clarth are in a boss fight, in these random encounter fights, because I don't use their TP, it's a lot better for me to bring in, you know, kind of my normal physical attackers. So that's the way that I go with it. Let's change that back. Doesn't really matter where I put them. Let's just get out of here. Go through all of that, which is never all that nice. What did it say? There was a sign there, actually. With magic, ice will become fire and fire ice. So that's how you figure out how to use the rune bottles to get the charms to work for you. This is the key to protecting one's life. Yes, it absolutely is. All right, let's take on firebugs. Down you go. And we're ready to move on again, I think. Let's head down here. And we're outside. Let's go back to Olive Village. No, not that one. This one. Yeah, it doesn't matter that we defeated the enemy or anything like that. The flame on top of the tower still goes. Alright, so we can head in here. And we can go to the inn. Would you like to stay? 84 for a night. That's fine. We want to... Ooh. We want to head out again. That's our main goal. To head to... we need to head to the Treant Forest again. So basically back to where the Ninja Village is. I believe it is this way. I might start interchangeably using names again. I was trying to avoid that, but now we're just kind of referring to places, and I might get them mixed up. Is it the Treant Forest? It's the Ymir Forest here. Okay, so this time we want to head in. I don't wish to go through the Ninja Village right now. Well, Origin's supposed to be somewhere in the depths of these forests, but unfortunately there's no way the elves will let us through their village with Archie in tow. But we can't just leave her here all alone. I'm sure it'll be a little boring, but don't you worry. I'll be a good girl and wait till you get back, okay? Are you absolutely sure we can trust you to stay put this time? Uh-huh. You know that's not gonna work, right? Trusting her like that. I honestly don't remember the pathing again. I got to mix it so many times. Just hit him. There we go. I should take off the Vorpal sword. I don't need it. I should actually change my equipment quite a bit. Not a lot of that is absolutely needed right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and re-equip. Flamberge, same as the Vorpal sword, just not ice, it is fire, right? That makes sense. So I'm trying to think of what I'm actually going to need ahead. I believe that the Doomblade is actually just as good as anything else around here. So, actually Gungnir is non-elemental. Let's use Doomblade. Right, and I wanted to take off the ice charms. I don't need those anymore. I can put on the warrior symbol. We'll do the attack symbol. Ice charm for you is not necessary. We will bring in the... I don't know. You know, let's bring in the reflect ring. Just in case. That's pretty good for you. For you, we're gonna need... Like, honestly, a lot of these accessories don't end up doing that much to help me, so I end up not using them as much as I probably should. And I don't really have favorites at this point. You can use the warrior symbol. You can use yeah, nothing really stands out to me here. Nothing really... Yeah. Resist ring, I guess. Sure. Diamond and sapphire, that works out well. Oh, that's right. Archie's not in the party. Okay, so we're fine. I thought this was the way. It is the way. Okay, so I believe from this save point, this is where I need to start actually trying to find the right path. Might be a little bit further on. And tree ants. They still take a lot of hits considering. You know, considering how much more powerful I should be, how strong my weapon is, these guys really shouldn't be taking that much abuse from me. They should be dying a lot more quickly than that, you would think. All right, let's head this way, and then we will head up. No, this up. There we go. To the Elven Settlement, then we can kind of break out to the other side. And I think this is the save point that, well, I'm going to use. All right, so from here, I want to head up, up again, up a third time, then right. I think I actually will get to a save point on the other side, so I shouldn't be too concerned, but yeah, what we're about to do is not my favorite. So we'll hope for the best there. Hooray, unknown bows. At some point I should just like buy a ton of rune bottles and sell all that stuff, identify and sell it, and maybe it'll get me money. So up 3 times, right twice, then up another 2 times. As we can find more enemies that we have seen many times before. That was a giant arrow. You sure got him. Nicely done with your giant arrow. How did you miss? How could you ever miss? It would never work that way. All right. So then up and then right twice. And then down twice. And then we want to go right twice again. It's very confusing around here, but we'll eventually make it through. I haven't seen a tail attack like that since Babylon 5. Good show, underrated show. Not a lot of people saw that show. It takes a while to really heat up, but it is a convoluted and complicated show, to say the least. Reminds me of Mass Effect. Like, way more than Mass Effect should remind me of that. All right, so we want to go right here. No, the lower path on the right side. The lower right one. All right, down you go. We did it. We got some caterpillar fungus and some spices. Sure, why not? I have to remember what I want to do with spices. Don't I just sell those? All right, so then lower right path, then right again, and that should take us to the save point, which this is the one that I probably need to use.